Hey everyone, Celine here. I wanted to hop back on here and touch base about the Greenbrier episode that we covered not too long ago. I just kind of wanted to give an update. I saw the lovely Amy Bruni recently, and she actually briefly touched base on this on her tour. She was talking about a different case, but she did the comparison to the Greenbrier ghost. So when she was talking about this, the other case that she covered, she did mention was very similar to Greenbrier ghost. But the main difference between the two, and maybe even why I was a little confused on what the difference actually was, which, if I remember correctly, we might have even touched base on this in the episode. But the main difference was in the Greenbrier ghost case, the testimony was not used by the prosecution, but by the defense. So, what that looks like is not the prosecution saying, our client said this, or this is what came up, but more so the defense saying, well, you can't believe her because she hired a psychic. The jury was still moved, and obviously we know how the Greenbrier case ended. The other thing I want to touch base on really quickly was this psychic that Amy Bruni mentioned. So rather than what I was able to find where the mother had her daughter's ghost come to her, Amy actually mentioned that there was a medium that came in and she held a seance, and that her daughter came to the medium and gave her the claims that we further talked about in the episode. So that's probably something I'll have to do more research on, but I just wanted to hop on here again and kind of give that update. I will continue to look in and see if there were any other cases that had maybe this similar vibe. I think this is very interesting. It's not something you hear much about today with testimonies from ghosts and becoming involved in murders and court cases and things of that nature. So I'll continue to see if there's anything else I can find. But yes, so just, I guess, a little further insight on why I was confused and the difference between the Greenbrier and that other case that I mentioned in the episode as well. But with that, thanks for listening.